Okay, Assalamualaikum everyone. I'm here, I'm Renee, and I have my two lovely friends.
Hi, I'm Ustazah Farah here.
I'm Z.
Yes, the three of us, we are here to somewhat launch something. Okay, actually, when you watch this, you already know what we are launching lah. But this is something that we have been talking about for so long, but it never materialized. What is this podcast all about? Maybe Z want to share.
So this is gonna be Make Ibadah Easier. I think. So what we're gonna say, for now is we're gonna share a history of how we come together, how it became Make Ibadah Easier. So it all started how we first met. So maybe we just give a brief introduction of how we met. Back in 2017, Ustazah Farah, you want to continue the story?
Yes.
Okay, so back in 2017, so Safina Institute actually made this one sharing about infertility, miscarriage and stillborn. Yeah. So that's where I actually met Z, because she and her husband actually shared about infertility, and at that point of time, it's something that we share together lah at that point of time. So I got to know her there, and ever since then we've been friends until now, insyaAllah till Jannah. Okay, so that's where I first met Z.
Yes. Then we were, before this recording, right? We were toying, both of us, like how do we actually met? Because we don't even remember how we met.
I question them a lot. I question their friendship now.
So we had like a somewhat agreement that we follow each other on Instagram through our business profile, and then it leads to our very first meetup. I think we follow each other for quite a while, right, on online, but we never had the chance to like meet. We don't even have like conversation
About meeting
nak
up.
jumpa ke tak jumpa ke. Yeah. Okay, by the way, it's going to be a mix of English and Malay for this podcast. So yes, Arabic also. Yeah, we're going to learn Arabic here also.
Alhamdulillah.
Okay. Yes. So
Okay, I just want to add why they follow each other, because they are tech people.
yeah, probably yes. Yeah, we are creatives. We're creatives. Yeah, we are
I'm
creative.
not creative.
We are in the creative industry. Yeah. So the only time that we decided to have conversation about meeting was when we were doing Umrah. We were in a different travel agency, but I found out that she was in Mecca while I was in. No, sorry, she was in Madinah. I was in Mecca. So the day that I was about to fly off back to Singapore was the day she came to Madinah. Yeah, so that's how we quickly decided, we arranged and want to meet, and that was our first time, and now it's like almost 2 years, 1 year. Oh, sorry, 1 year, 1 year. Yeah, 1 year. So that's how.
2 years lah.
Almost,
In a few
yeah,
months,
correct. Yeah. So that's how.
February
2023.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
It feels so long, kan?
She cannot believe it, but yeah. So then how the three of us are here now is maybe Ustazah Farah.
Oh, again. Alhamdulillah. So one day Z messaged me on Instagram asking me, do you know anyone who does tadabbur Quran for Ramadan? So at that point of time, I just started my sideline with online classes because I was still working full time. So I remembered starting my few classes. Then suddenly Z asked me that question that it gave me an idea. Why not? Yeah, it sparked.
Spark your interest.
Yeah, my interest, my heart, everything. Okay, so like, why don't I do it?
Yeah.
Okay, so I remembered, and that was April. Was it April or March? March.
I think last year, right? No, last
No,
2 years.
yeah, last 2 years.
Last year probably April.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's where I started my Quran reflection, using every juz in the Quran. So 30 juz in 30 days. So I actually I remember the first time I picked 3 ayat per day. Yeah. So that's where I get to know Renee, because she was the one who asked Z about if she knows any ustazah or any asatizah who does that. That eventually I took the idea. Yeah, and because of that. So why I did that is because of her asking Z. So that's how I get to know Riri.
Yeah, Alhamdulillah. And I think now we are already our 3 years friendship. Whoa. Okay.
Ramadan lah, kan?
Every Ramadan, yes.
Ramadan.
Yes, correct. Alhamdulillah. Yes, and I think moving forward in terms of this podcast, we feel that I think it's like a need for us to also put across not just about macam religious, ibadah and everything, but because both Z and me are in our 40s, we had like a lot of struggles. Like trying to realign or figuring out what we can do in this decade. And Ustazah is nearing her 40s. Reaching her 40s. So somehow the what do you call it?
Conflicts.
Yeah,
The crisis.
somewhat similar. So we wanted to also put it across there, like how us being late 30s and already in 40s manage kita punya ibadah as well,
Yes.
right? Yeah. So what else we can expect from this podcast?
I think it's also because we are very secular people. So finally to have someone
To like
yeah,
rely
to
on, right? I mean
not just rely on, but more of clarify
yeah,
our concerns and our confusion, especially going into this 40s. I think, of course, thinking about back to our Prophet Rasulullah, where 40 was his biggest milestone. Yeah, so that's how I feel. Definitely, we felt that for when we moved into our 40s. Yeah. So besides that, also how Make Ibadah Easier came about is besides us going through the same classes, we also did Make Tahajjud Easier.
Yep.
That was after Dr. Tamara Gray came to Singapore. And then, of course, she has always had this YouTube series where she talk about Tahajjud. And that's how I posted something on Instagram stories, and then I said that I would love to try waking up for Tahajjud. And that's when Ustazah Farah came to the picture and said that, okay, let's do an accountability. And then more people joined.
Yes,
So the first group we had was about 5 people, Alhamdulillah. So then it continued on. We reached
Almost
100. Yeah, we reached 100 mark.
So we would like to have more. We would like to have more people. I mean, it has helped a lot of people. I mean, for us ourselves. I think combine our age together. Also, like this is the most we have done. Waking up for tahajjud and all that. So mashallah, alhamdulillah. I mean, it's not like as if we can do it almost daily. Sometimes kita pun tak bangun, kan. But then I think that sense of guilt also when you don't wake up actually push us to wake up lah and try and like don't give up, you know. So you have different phases every day. But alhamdulillah, I think coming this 8 January is our first anniversary for Make Tahajjud Easier. So I think so far there's no one day that there's no one in the Zoom. Yeah. So and we read. Yes. At least one person will be there. Yeah. So and whoever comes even 5 minutes later or anything, there will be someone there. Then we read Surah every day, and on Friday we read Al-Kahfi, and it has been our routine, and mashallah, I think it's a life-changing routine. And we can see that whenever we wake up early for tahajjud, and to put it simply, when you put Allah first in your life, the moment you wake up, it turns the whole day differently lah, in a very positive way.
Yeah, I think that's true. I think what Z was saying, that we now have Ustazah Farah to kind of like ask questions if we have in doubts, and I think that's the whole reason why this podcast is here as well, to not just help both of us, but to hopefully to help you listeners as well lah. And that's the most important thing, because Ustazah always remind us, knowledge cannot simpan-simpan, must share. Okay, so I think that's all for the intro episode, because at the end of the day, we hope to actually cover a few topics that we the three of us can actually have some pointers to talk about. Definitely it will select the Islamic part of it because Ustazah is here, right? So if you have any questions, you can always leave. If you're watching this on YouTube channel, you can always leave it in the comment section below. And if you are listening this on Spotify, you can always put it on the comment as well. So I think that's all.
We can wrap up.
So Assalamualaikum everybody. We hope to see you in the next episode. Inshallah. Bye.